So, Dana, here we go. It's 1 year later, and all the articles are now blaming guns, gun owners, and, of course, the NRA.
The NRA, as they always are, Grant. Good to be with you. And that's what they were doing immediately after this tragedy in Orlando. 49 people lost their lives a year ago today because of a radical Islamist. This is an individual who had pledged support to ISIS before going to Pulse Nightclub in Orlando. In fact, this was confirmed by former FBI Director James Comey during a press conference in which he said on tape that he had pledged support to ISIS, that he called himself an Islamic soldier, and Grant, all of the transcripts of the 911 call that had been made when Omar Mateen was talking with negotiators and talking with law enforcement, he said over and over again that he had pledged support to ISIS. He also described how he was, in fact, doing this in response to a Pentagon drone strike, is how he had termed it. And so he was targeting Pulse Nightclub because of his beliefs against the gay community in the United States, because of his Islamism, and he absolutely was making this a terror strike. And Grant, I also want to point out that this is not the first time a radical Islamic terrorist has targeted the gay community in the United States. In fact, in January of last year, it was Muhammad Ali Brown who was brought up on charges after he murdered a teenager in New Jersey, and then he went to Seattle and laid in wait outside of a gay nightclub to murder 2 gay men who came outside. So this isn't even Orlando was the second radical Islamic terror attack against the gay community in the United States. And it's why we saw groups like Pink Pistols and others rise up and say, you know what? Everybody deserves to be armed. Everyone deserves to have the chance to defend themselves. I myself had said, arm the gays after this, because if there's one community in the United States that does not mesh well with radical Islamic terrorism, it's the gay community. And yet all of these individuals today, Grant, they're all omitting this.